Hey guys, how's it going? This is Kris, and I'm going to do week 76 and week 77 in this video. In week 78 we've got the personal update, and I will hopefully do that at the end of this week, but I will also be doing that a personal update on my own channel, hopefully again at the end of this week. So this week I'm going to be talking about the first one is junk. So how do you feel about what's in your trunks? How do you relate to that area? Do you ignore it, embrace it, and wish for surgery daily? I personally don't feel that I can relate to what's in my trunks. Um, I mean, I can relate better now than what I could before, but I still feel very uncomfortable with what's down there, and have tried to go through all sorts of different I don't know, thinking processes to try and accept what my bottom half looks like and work with it rather than sort of against it. But despite how much I've, I've tried to do that, I still feel the same way, which is I'm not very happy about, because it's going to be a lot more expensive, it's going to be a lot more sort of an emotional burden, and longer for me to take to where I want to go and everything like that. So I know a lot of guys who, most guys I actually know, feel comfortable enough to have what's in their trunks for the rest of their life, and not feel the need to go and get lower surgery. And I really do wish that I felt that same way, but I don't, and I've accepted more in the last couple of months or so that I don't feel that way, and that's okay. That's who I am. I can't help that. So in saying that, the two different surgeries, the medioplasty and the phalloplasty, if you guys aren't familiar with those surgeries, then just Google search it. There's a lot of information on the internet about it, and pictures. You can look on Trans Bucket as well, which is great. You can enter that and search galleries and stuff for different surgeries, which I've found helpful. For me, what I don't feel like the medioplasty is going to give me what I want. I want something that looks and functions like a normal penis, and until I have that, I think that I'm going to continue to have dysphoria. So if I went and got the medioplasty, I think that it would make me feel better than what I do, for example, now, but it's still, that dysphoria is still going to be at the back of my head, and yeah, so for me, I feel like the only option is phalloplasty, and like I said, I've done a lot of research into that, and have spoken to quite a few different guys who have had lower surgery, seen a lot of different results, and am most likely going to be going down the path of getting phalloplasty in Serbia. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to hit me up on my own channel. I'll put it in the description down the bottom there, what my personal channel is, and you can ask me any questions about that if you like. Week 77 is, do you feel you accept and love yourself more since starting transition or less? It's been a really complicated journey for me. It wasn't black and white of deciding to transition. It was really hard for the first chunk of my transition, and it was myself that I had the biggest problem with in the whole thing of deciding whether it was the right thing for me to do or not. You know, feeling like I felt like I had to choose in society's views of gender being so black and white. I was very rigid in the way that I felt about gender at the beginning, before starting transition, so I felt like if I was going to transition into a male, then everything about me had to be male. And I really struggled with that. I gave myself more of a hard time than anything else to do with the transition. For me, I have never been as happy as what I am now. I'm so happy. I'm much more comfortable physically in my skin, and emotionally, I've never felt so stable and centered than in my entire life. I feel that I'm able to take things more in stride. I'm a much more positive person now, with viewing like the glass being more half full rather than half empty. Um, there's a whole heap of little things that make me feel really happy, that have to do, I think, as a result from transitioning. I feel more confident as well, and just feel more that I know my place in the world than I have before. So it's been definitely a really good and positive thing for me to transition. Um, so in terms of accepting myself, I definitely do accept myself a lot better than what I had at the start of the transition. Um, and loving myself more is, I wouldn't say so, no, because I've always really focused on trying to be a really good person in this world, and that's been who I've always been, regardless of gender. That has nothing to do with it. Um, so I wouldn't say I love myself more, but I would say that I'm a hell of a lot more happy, and yeah, feeling much more positive in life. So anyway, guys, that's it for me this week. I hope you guys are well, and yeah, I will endeavour to do a personal update um, on where things are at with me, with my transition next, hopefully at the end of this week. Anyway, guys, I hope you're all good, and yeah, peace. Bye.